Hey guys, it's Sagar, and in this video, we are going to take a look at some of the best cases for the iPhone 15 Pro. As you could imagine, a lot of companies sent out their cases for this video, and after trying out each and every one of them for at least a couple of days, I have selected a few which I think you guys will really like. Towards the end, I will also tell you guys which amongst all of these cases are my favorite ones, so make sure you stick around till the end. According to Apple, the titanium frame on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max makes them the toughest iPhones they have ever made, and they very well might be. But after having spent your hard-earned money on them, do you really want to take the risk of finding out how strong they really are? I for one have no interest in finding it out, as I know that the cost of repair for iPhones is unreasonably high with or without Apple Care, at least here in India. I just believe in protecting my investment, so I use a good quality case with my iPhone. If you guys like any of the cases which I am showing in this video, links to purchase all of them are in the description section. Before we check out the cases, it is also important to protect the display of your phone. So no matter which case you are using, make sure to also use a good quality tempered glass screen protector on your display. There are some cheap ones in the market, but they don't offer the best quality, fit or oleophobic coating, so you might not want to cheap out on that. I will leave a link to a few good ones in the description section. Let us start with the thin and transparent cases and gradually move on to the ones which offer more protection. The first case in this list is the thin, almost paper-like semi-transparent case which I got from Amazon. At just 299 rupees, this is also the most affordable case out of the bunch. There are few people who don't like to use a case with their phone, as almost any case which adds even the slightest protection definitely adds some amount of thickness to the phone. But they would still want to protect the sides and back of their phone from small scratches which might gather from everyday use. This super slim case is perfect for them. It doesn't add any weight or bulk to your phone whatsoever while still protecting it from minor bumps and scratches. It fits the phone perfectly, but it basically offers zero drop protection, so even with this case on, you will have to be a bit cautious while using your phone. You can throw that caution out of the picture if you go with this next case, which is the Fusion X case from Ringke. This one has a hard transparent-ish back and a soft but rugged TPU bumper all around. I went with this camo back, but you can get it with a clear back as well, which lets you show the color of your phone. This case fits your phone perfectly, provides it a lot of protection thanks to the reinforced corners, and has a very good lip at the front to protect the display and also at the back for protection of the camera lenses. These ridges and patterns all around the bumper helps you grip the phone much better. Each of the two volume buttons and the power button has a different texture on them, so after spending some time with it, you will know which button you are about to press even without looking at it. All in all, I like this case, but I understand that it might look a bit too rugged for some of you, and you might prefer something simpler which has a bit low profile. In that case, these ones from Caseology would be perfect for you. This also gets a hard transparent back so you can show off the color of your phone, and the sides of this case are made of colored flexible TPU which makes the phone look better, and this flexible material also makes putting this case and taking it off your phone a bit easier. You get a good lip at the front and back, so the display and the camera lenses are always protected. Buttons feel very good and tactile, and there is a pattern on both the sides below the buttons which help with a reliable grip. Now here's a small secret, this is not a case made for the iPhone 15 Pro. It was made for iPhone 14 Pro, but this one fits the iPhone 15 Pro perfectly. If you guys remember, this was one of my favorite cases for the iPhone 14 Pro, but for some reason Caseology did not make it for the 15 Pro series. If you are interested, you can still get this one as it fits the iPhone 15 Pro perfectly. Next up is the Spigen Essentials Sand Crystal case. This one again has a transparent back, the side bumper is a bit thicker, which means the phone inside gets a bit extra protection. I think this case comes in just a black color, and there is a very fine sand-like texture to these sides which provide a great grip, making it difficult for the phone to slip out of your hands. As I mentioned earlier, this case is from Spigen, which is actually the parent company of Caseology, and I think this case is the reason why Caseology gave up their Skyfall series, as both these cases look pretty much the same. The back on this one is somehow more resilient to scratches. I've used this case for about 5 days and I was pretty rough with it, but I don't see any major scratches on the back, which is always a good sign. None of the cases that we saw until now have the MagSafe magnets built in. Since all of these cases have a thin back, you can have them on and still charge your phone wirelessly, but I won't suggest you to use any other MagSafe accessories with them. We will now take a look at few of the cases which are made from carbon fiber. First up, we have these thin MagEasy cases from Pitaka. If you have been following me for a while, you must know that I have been a fan of these cases ever since I first got it for my iPhone 6s. These two are super thin ones. They barely weigh anything, but since they are made of aramid fibers, they are extremely strong. The area around the ports and buttons are kept open for easy access, and I think this is good as it makes these thin cases a bit easier to take off your phone when you need to. If you want a bit more protection, you can go with this Pitaka MagEasy Case Pro, which is made from soft touch TPU, but it also has the carbon fiber material on its back. This one adds a lot more cushioning to your phone compared to the previous two cases. It gets a soft velvet-like lining on the inside as an added layer of protection for the back of your phone, and it gets a pronounced raised lip at the front and back so the display and camera lenses are always protected. Despite of looking a bit bulky, it weighs less than 35 grams, so it doesn't make your phone too heavy. There are extremely strong MagSafe magnets inside all Pitaka cases, which means you can attach various MagSafe accessories like these ones without any issues. Next is this Armor Pro case from a company called Banks. This one is very similar to the previous case, but its back has a more pronounced carbon fiber woven structure and the sides are a bit more softer to the touch, making it feel slightly better in the hands. It gets a metal rim around the camera module for that extra protection, and it also gets metal buttons which feel very premium and tactile. This one also has the MagSafe magnets built in, so you can attach MagSafe wallet or finger loop to this, and the magnets are pretty strong, so you don't have to worry about these accessories coming off at any time. Now, if you want a bit more protection but still want the cases to be comparatively thin, you can go with any of these silicone cases. This case I again got from Amazon. This silicone case looks and feels exactly like Apple's original silicone case. It even came in the same packaging as Apple's original silicone case, but it is definitely not the original one and it comes in at just 300 rupees. As a trade-off, it doesn't get MagSafe magnets built in, and while it does get a cloth lining on the inside, it is nowhere as good as the microfiber on the original Apple silicone case. It still looks amazing, fits the phone really well and provides all-round protection. There's a good amount of flip at the front and back, and the grip on this case is no issue at all. I would just recommend you to not use any kind of MagSafe accessory with this case. Next is the Nanopop series case from Caseology. It is basically a soft touch silicone case and you can get it in a lot of colors. The ones which I have here comes in dual colors and I like this look. There are MagSafe magnets on the back of this case and the sides and corners have a good amount of cushioning to keep the phone safe in case of a fall. There is also some minute texture on either sides of this case which helps you grip your phone better. The phone feels really good in this case, and thanks to the strong magnets on its back, you can use it with all sorts of MagSafe accessories like this finger loop, which is again from Caseology. The last cases in this category are the sport cases from Nomad. I got these cases pretty late, but they have quickly become my favorite ones for this iPhone 15 Pro. First of all, you can get these in some very cool colors, and despite of the back being made of glossy material, these are surprisingly resilient against fingerprints and scratches. Somehow, Nomad has even found a way to make this glossy back provide you with a great grip. You would think that something this glossy might slip out of your hands, but that is not the case at all. I've been using this yellow case for the last 7 odd days, and to my surprise, it has barely gathered any scratches. The sides get a very nice groove which makes the grip feel ergonomic. The buttons are made of metal and they feel really nice. Frankly, these are some of the best and the most tactile buttons that I have used on my phone. Now when I first got them, I did not expect to like these Nomad Sport Series cases as much as I do. If you are looking to add a lot more premium look and feel to your iPhone 15 Pro, you might want to check out one of these leather cases. All of these cases have a microfiber lining on the inside to protect the back of your phone from getting scratches. They cover all the sides and have precise cutouts for the speaker grills and charging ports. All of them also have premium metal buttons and they come with MagSafe magnets built in. So you can choose any of these cases and I am sure you are going to love it. Out of these, the Banks case is made out of vegan leather while all of the others are made from genuine leather. At 1700 rupees, it is also the cheapest leather case out of this lineup. All of the other ones are in the range of 4 to 5000 rupees. Yes, the original leather cases are premium cases and they don't come cheap. Out of all of these, my favorite ones are the modern leather case from Nomad and the full grain leather case from Buckle & Band. This Nomad leather case has TPU sides which makes it easier to grip the phone, and I love how this leather ages. This one from Buckle & Band has a very nice and unique texture to the back compared to all of the other leather cases, which I feel makes it stand out from the rest. And now we come to the toughest cases in this list. These are the ones which will provide the most amount of protection to your brand new iPhone 15 Pro. First in this segment is this rugged case from Nomad. This case has a very pronounced TPU bumper which runs around the camera module as well. It gets a PET backplate and you can even get it in 2 other colors. The buttons are made of metal and the back also gets MagSafe magnets built in. I love the grip that this case provides to the phone, and there are a lot of air pockets on the inside and padding from the outside around the corners, which adds that extra layer of protection to your phone, giving you the peace of mind. I just feel that it adds a bit too much bulk to the phone, so I only use this case when I'm going on hiking or when I know I'm going to get in a bit rough conditions. For normal everyday conditions, I feel this one makes the phone a bit too bulky. Next one is this Presidio 2 Pro case from Spec. This one has a very hard back, but it has a very soft touch feel to it. There is also a bit of extra protection to the corners, and the same material continues on the inside, which has a lot of air pockets, which in turn adds a lot of protection to the entire phone. This case is made from 50% recycled plastic, so it is doing its part for the environment as well. The buttons are made of plastic, but they feel very tactile, and the cutouts at the bottom align perfectly with the ports. There are MagSafe magnets built in, so you can use it with all sorts of MagSafe accessories, but Spec also has its own line of MagSafe accessories like the stand and grip combo. These accessories come with something called Click Lock, which holds the accessories on their place and doesn't let them move around. This is a cool little trick, but as I said before, you can use any other MagSafe accessories as well. Next is this classic C1 case from Spigen. This case was made to look like the iconic iMac G3, which came in some really exciting colors and had a translucent back. I think it's a great look, and having this case on the iPhone 15 Pro makes it feel a bit retro. It is made up of multiple layers, which gives you the sense of depth to all of these components inside the back. Like all other Spigen cases, this one also provides a ton of protection to your phone. The buttons are nice and tactile, and it even gets a big lip at the front and back. It also gets some MagSafe magnets, so if you have a lot of accessories which work with that, you are good on that front. Finally, we have this Moment case. This one is not very bulky and is still made from TPU, but thanks to this texture on the back and the air pockets on the inside, it provides a ton of protection to your phone. It feels great in the hand, the ports get precise cutouts and the buttons feel clicky. If you're familiar with Moment as a company, they started by making these lenses for smartphones. I have used their first generation lenses, and I even have their latest T series of lenses which can attach to the back of your iPhone thanks to this case. So if you're into smartphone photography, you can check these lenses out. While adding the lenses adds a lot more functionality to these cases, I included this one in the list just because of how good the case by itself is. It provides a ton of protection to your phone. So those were all of the cases for the iPhone 15 Pro which I think you guys would like. And as promised at the beginning, my favorite of the bunch are the Sport case from Nomad, classic C1 case by Spigen, the modern leather case again from Nomad, and finally the most affordable silicone case which I got from Amazon. While I like all of the other cases too, I think these are the ones which I ended up using the most. I just like how these cases feel on the phone. They are not too thick or heavy, so they don't bulk up the iPhone 15 Pro, which is one of the main things which I look for in my phone case. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you guys have any other good cases in mind which you think I should try out, let me know in the comments and I will try to include some of them in my future videos. Links to all of these cases are in the description section if you guys want to check them out or purchase them for your phone. That is it for this video guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for a lot more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Sagar and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.